That minute goes by fast. What's up, everybody? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike. This is the Vector Maestro subscription only live stream. And you're welcome to check out the stream on Behance or on Discord. The choice is yours. Come on through and hang out with the crew. We got Bree and D hanging out in here now. And I'm just going to move a few windows out of the way so that we can get started. We're just going to jump right into what we're talking about today. Today, I want to go over the basics of Adobe Illustrator. And so let's jump right on in. This is for the beginner, for anyone starting out. I think I'm going to have to log in to my Creative Cloud account. But this is for anyone who's starting out and wants to create vector art. Every now and then I go back to the beginning because it's the most fun. When you realize how easy Adobe Illustrator is to use, your mind just blows up and you're like in this whole ethereal space and you just know everything. You got it. You got it. And so I love going over these examples. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a great way to think of vector art right after I log in. Sorry. Let me see. You can know my email address. It's okay. But the password doesn't show, so it's all good. All right, boom. But let me show you the examples that I have. I always have lots of computers. Okay, let's log out of that one and there. You can log into as many computers as you want. You can have the Creative Cloud and Adobe Illustrator installed on so many computers that you want, except that you can only be active in 2 at a time. So that's a big plus when it comes to the Creative Cloud. All right, so what I want to show, let me see, Vector Maestros, come on. Let me see, dot puzzles. This is how easy, oh my gosh, this is how easy it is. Okay, so that's Adobe Illustrator right here. You see the program is open. In the next few days, I will have a very robust series of streams where we go over personal branding and building up your brand. And you'll see these guys a lot. These little guys that says, I like to draw. And I have a shirt and all that for it. Anyways, that's Adobe Illustrator. But let me show you and explain to you what vector art is. All right, so here is an example of connect the dots artwork. Let me just double click it so it gets real big. And boom. And if you remember the connect the dots puzzles, some of us before internet and personal devices, it was, oh, sorry, no video on Discord. Okay. Sorry. No, you know what? Bree didn't say nothing, so I forgot. Boom. Thank you, D. And Behance says premium. Yes, it does, because it's a subscription. Hold on, let me go. You guys in the Discord get to hang out and see what's up. All right, so it should be working out. So if you, those of us who remember, and there's still some puzzles out there, and this is downloaded off the internet, so you know, what do you call it? I should be looking this way. What do you call it? Connected dot puzzles. They're still pretty popular, right? They still work. They're still a thing, and so back in the day, what we used to do is that was our pastime, right? We would just sit there and use a pen and marker or something. And, you know, if you're an artist like me, then you kind of have fun with it and you wanted to play with the connect the dots and figure it out and so on. Okay, well, that is the same process that we had for connect the dots is the same process. Let me switch this out so it looks better. That's the same process that we have with Adobe Illustrator. It's the same thing, except that instead of the numbers between the dots, you know, you got to connect the dots by using the numbers. You then use, instead of that, their numbers and dots, it's anchor points. And instead of the line of the pencil or marker or whatever you're using, that's called a path. That's it. That is all. And if you don't get it, because like, Dan, what are you talking about? That's weird. I know. But that is exactly what Adobe Illustrator, and well, that's exactly what vector art is. Exactly. And I have a short 10-minute video on Instagram where I go over this, but I wanted to just kind of expand on it. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull out some more. Let me see. Where'd it go? Where'd this folder go? Here it is. Here's some more examples of it, and it illustrates easily. Now, when I don't know about you, but when I used to do the connect the dots, I would follow the dots, and then once you started to draw the dots, you realize, oh no, this line is not supposed to go straight from one dot to another dot. This line should kind of curve, because like otherwise you end up with some very hard looking edges here. Edge, hard edge, hard edge, hard edge, hard edge. And so you don't know that when you're looking at the dots. You only know that it's wrong when you start working on it, and then you end up with a very rough looking line work. Here we go. Here's another one. So in order, like the eyeball, let's say the eye, instead of going straight, 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 you kind of want to curve it. And that is how we use anchor points that have handles. That's it. Anchor points, pass, and handles. That is vector art. That's it. You learn it all. You know it all now. The hard part is like, well, how do I make it look smooth and make it and be accurate with the anchor points and all that? Yeah, that's a much longer process. But just understanding what vector art is, this is what we're about today. And so somebody used this illustration and connect dots and then added some gradients, added some shadow on the eyeballs, got a little highlight. That's cool. That's all right. Like they went a little further. And that's it. That's vector art. I got a lot of examples. Let me see. Let me. Why do they keep showing up over here? I need you right here. There it is. Again. So instead of straight lines, if you had it curving, then it'd have a much more natural look to them, including the color version right here. And so I'm going to start drawing something just to show you how easy it is to, and there's Benjamin Franklin. Let me see Mona Lisa. Let me go ahead, pull it up. There it goes. And let's get the face, come on. There we go. Yeah. It looks very scraggly here. It's bad, resolution, low resolution of this image, but you get the point. Let me see. And none of these are big. These are all examples from the internet. And then there it is, the whole Mona Lisa. And but some of these folds could look smoother. And so as a kid, and I was sitting there drawing on these puzzles, I would pay attention to the line so that I can figure out whether do I want a curved line or a straight line. And it's the exact same process you use with Illustrator. Is that, do I want this to be a curve or a sharp? And so the back side of the Pharaoh's headdress, you want it to look sharp because you want to have that hard edge where it ends. But then there should be some parts where you want it to be curvy, like the lips. It shouldn't be. It should be kind of a curve. All right. So, anyways, that is how connected dots puzzles are the same as vector art. And so here we go. Let's go ahead and grab. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is what I did. I did an example in my stream. So let me go ahead and bring it in. Bring in the sun. Come on, sun. There it goes. This is an easy to do connect the dots puzzle. And let's go ahead here. Dot to dot, sun. Connect the dots from 1 to 25 to make today Sunday. Yay! All right, so let's go ahead and where are my layers? They're over here. Via points. Great explanation of vector art, says SW Price. Via points on a dot drawing. Yes, thank you. I think I'm the only one who's come up with this explanation. I have a few other processes for my art, and I try to find an easy to use explanation. Here it goes, transparency. Let's turn down the transparency and lock this layer. This is called a puzzle. All right, we're gonna make a new layer. Get my pen tools over here. There it is. And you can always grab the pen tool by clicking on the letter P, and your cursor will change to it. If you use the letter V, it will change to the selection tool, and then a P for pen tool, and I think M is oh yeah, that's the shape. What is this one? I forgot. Direct selection A. So that's the A. Direct selection tool. The two arrows matter. They're different, and but they both help each other. Except there'll be some times when you need the black arrow versus the white arrow. So P for pen, and there goes the pen tool. And look, very easy, right? There's the number one, number two. Just tap 3. I'm tapping. That's all. And all I have is a little touchpad. What do you call these things? Touchpad, trackpad. That's it. And so I'm tapping 5. There we go. There we go. And if we was in a sound stage in front of a crowd, it would say 8, 9, 10, 11. Or if it was Times Square and it was the start of the year, I guess you don't do a countdown. You would do a count up. Right after midnight, you start all the numbers. Okay, so I'm getting lost, right? Like, oh, damn, what happened? What happened? Well, this is when you pay attention to your colors. There's a little color window. And if you want to know where your windows are, these floating panels, you go to window menu, and then you can always find them. They're in alphabetical order. There it says color, and that'll give you this right here. And the first color that you see right now, that's the fill color. The second one is the outline color or stroke. So instead of keeping the fill color white, because now everything's disappeared right here. Because look, I can change it to pink or whatever. And so instead of having the fill color, I'm gonna flip this little switch right there. It's a little arrows, and I can click on that, and boom. So now the color that was in the fill is now in the stroke, and I can select the stroke and still change the color to whatever I want. There we go. Let's make it. Let me see that. Let's make it a dark color. There we go. Come on. Boom. Got it. So now we still have our path in progress. Our pen tool is still working. So let's go 22, 23, 24, 25. But I'm going to go ahead and finish all of them. 26, 27, 28, and 29. If you want these templates, let me know. I think I'm going to just add it to the Discord so anybody can grab it and take a look at it and use them. All right, boom. Back to the...
You missing one.
I am missing one.
Yeah, keep going.
Where? Look.
See? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's up? Thank you for letting me know, though. In case I
It
did
look
miss one.
it looked like one was missing over there on the left where you got that red line going.
Yeah. I connected it back to the beginning. Um,
Oh,
and the best way, so thank you, Bree, for that. The best way to figure out whether or not, there it goes. Whether or not, the best way to close a path and make a full shape is when you're in the middle of finishing. You're at the end of the line of the path, and then you go back and tap right over the first anchor point, and that's it. It's closed off, and I can tell it's closed off. And then boom, look, I can. That's a very dark color right there. Here you go. Whatever color you want to use, there you have it. Now it's all the way closed. I can use the letter A shortcut for the direct selection tool, and then click on this anchor point and move it. Select this anchor point and move it, and now they're kind of almost matching. And this is it. We just did a connected dots puzzle, and all of a sudden, we realized that anchor points are the dots. The path is the line that you draw between the dots, and then but we haven't looked into the anchor points. The handles just yet, not yet. But here's a great example. So right now we did all the sun rays, and those are straight, right? So all you gotta do is click, 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 and you're done. Well, when you're doing curves, you gotta click, but hold the click and then drag to get the handle. And you'll see this, what I mean right now. All right, back to the pen tool. Click, hold it, drag, let go. Click, hold it, drag, and let go. And now I have, and Now I have the boom. There it is. There's the eyebrow. What's up? It was just so easy and simple. Okay, do it again. Pen tool. I can just click and let go, and then click, drag, let go, and then click and let go. So there's a couple ways of going through having this curve. And see, there's the handles. You see the handle right there? I can zoom in. There's the handle, and I can grab the handles and make the eyebrow whatever I want. All right. And on this side, I have handles. And then we move the color out the way. And you can see the handles right here. It's kind of tough to see, but I can change this color from light red. Let's go to cyan. I don't know how to say that word, but there it is. And it makes it harder to see it. So that's not good. Let's go with the dark green. Yeah, okay, here we go. And there it is. You see the handles? There's some handles. We call those handles. I'm sure they have another name. And then, but then the path or the anchor point where those handles live is called some French word. And I know what it is, but I don't know how to say it. And so Bezier curve or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm looking for my path or stroke window, and I want to curve the edges, the caps and the ends, and then in the corners. That's it. So when I curve the corners, what that does is it changed this right here. Let me go back. Right now, as the corners are square, and then I can click on the around the corner, and boom, it changed the corner right there. Not a big deal right now, and that's not part of the vector process, but that's something to keep in mind when you're working with strokes. All right, so here we go. So we got the eyebrows. Let's do the mouth, because it's going to be the same process again. Just click, let go, find the middle point, click and drag, and you see it tells you like where the mouth, the line is going to be. It can be, there we go. Okay, got it. And if you don't get the anchor point where you want it, it's okay. You can always move it, pick it up, and adjust it. It's what I love about Illustrator. And then tap. There we go. We're done. Click on the letter A, and now we can move the mouth around like this. Look at this. And adjust the handle, because the handle controls the path. Boom. Okay, next. Again, another one here. Got it. And then another one here. Got it. Okay. And then let's move this over. Boom. And let's turn this off. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's a happy sun. That's what they said, right? They said we're going to have a happy sun. Okay, now for the circle, I don't have to, you could sit there and go like this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Boom. Yeah. You click and drag, and there's a guide. There's a guide for the path, so you can see where you're going with it. All right. It's a little crooked. I know. You can do that, or delete it, and let's go get our shapes. There's our shapes over here on the left-hand side. There's the rectangle and the ellipse. All right, here we go. Oh, come on. That's it. Click on the ellipse, and then hold down Shift, click and drag. Boom. I need my V for my selection tool, and then boom. Click and drag the bottom corner. Here we go. You got to hold down the Shift when you're clicking and dragging so that you get that perfect circle. And there we go. We got one perfect circle. Let's make two more perfect circles. And click and drag. And, this is the part that once you understand vector, the next part to learn is where do I click to get the things that I want. And so sometimes you don't get to click the right place, but as time goes on, you kind of understand like where to start your click and drag. You kind of understand as time goes on. Whew, that was almost perfect. Oh my gosh. All right. And and that takes patience. It's going to take some time. So let me select these two. There's some tools up here, and so I can align them horizontally and vertically. I can zoom in. There we go. And I want to take away a bit of this one, okay? Because it's gonna have that highlight right here. So let's get another circle. Now I'm going beyond the basics, but these are all things that we all need to learn. Hold down Shift, click and drag. Now I got a second circle. All right, back to my V move tool, and there it is. I got two right here, right? So now I need to figure out how to get rid of the line that's right there in the middle, and get rid of this other extra edge that's right here. And you could just make one shape and with the path by creating a path with a pen tool. But nah, instead I'm gonna select these two, right? Click and drag, and I select those two. We have another window called Pathfinder tool right here. And this one's you're kind of big. Here we go. And so in the Pathfinder tool, it says, okay, you got two shapes. What do you want to do? You want to make those two shapes into one shape? Like, no. That's kind of cool looking, but no, it looks like an eyeball. Like the back of the eyeball or the front of the eyeball. I don't know. This is kind of cool. Sideways, like when you go to the doctor. No, that's not what we want. The second option says, oh, we can take away the top piece away from the bottom piece, and then a few other versions of the same, but this is the one we want. Minus the front. Click on it, and boom, just like that. Oh my gosh. It was simple. It's simple. I select these two pieces by clicking and dragging. Just click and drag across those two lines. Open my Pathfinder floating panel and select the second option. Done. Boom. All right, now I can again select these two pieces here. Another shortcut is the Alt key, or in Mac it's the Option key. Yeah. Clicking the Option key, hold, and then click and drag with the touchpad. Then hold down the Shift key at the same time. It's a whole lot of keys that you have to click on, but there it is. Boom. I just made a copy. Some people, and I was in Adobe last week, Adobe Live, and Izzy, she was doing a copy and paste. And that's cool. Let's see, copy and then paste. There it is. But now you gotta find a place to put it that matches the height, which is it almost worked right there. Boom. So you can do that too, but I like my method is to hold on the Alt key, click and drag, hold down Shift, and then boom, perfect. All right, there it is. So we got the eyeballs, we have the smile, we have the sun, and now let's turn off. There it is. We turn off the original puzzle. We call this the vector. Okay, vector sun. This is puzzle sun. Yo, sun. Got it. And remember how I used the color window, right? The color panel. Well, what I do is select the inside eyeball part right there and use the little switch right there. Select that eyeball right there. Use the little switch. Got it. Oh my gosh, we have a sun. Yep. This is crazy. And that's it. I'm not gonna go further because I can go on and on and on. And Illustrator is full of amazing stuff. So make sure you send me questions, comments, suggestions, and check out Vector Maestros for extra goodies. There's a lot of links to live streams and workshops and demos, and even in live sessions here in Atlanta. So if you want to show up at a place and we can sit down and talk and go over your artwork, we have some opportunities for that by checking out the Vector Maestros website. And the link is in the announcement, but it's also, let me see, it's also in the description of the video. I wanna say it's in there because I know I'm supposed to put it in there. 101 Vector Art Biz. Yes, it says vectormaestros.com. And I want the link to where you can see the live classes. So that's what I need to do. Copy. Vectormaestros.com, live classes. That's what we want. Boom. It's in the chat, but I'm also going to put it over here. In any case, because there's a lot more to Adobe Illustrator. And man, once you get the hang of it, you're like, what? That's it? That's all I got to do? That's nothing. That's nothing. Somebody should have told me. Like I just told you. It is like using, like playing with a puzzle Connect the dots puzzle. That's it. That's all it is. And all of these are anchor points. Let me show you. Look. Click and drag. Oh, there's the anchor points. Oh my gosh. Look at them. Now there's some extra things happening too, but look for these dots right there. These are the anchor points right there. Anchor point. And it says anchor when you hover over it. And let me go ahead and change. Nope, that's not what I want. All right, outline. There it is. Look, these are all the paths, and these are the anchor points right there. Now, of course, we didn't determine these anchor points ourselves. There was no connected dots here. But remember, we did do the sun rays. There we go. The sun rays. Anchor point, anchor point, anchor point. Next time, if you want to know what these circles are, let me know, and we'll figure this out together. I know what they are. I want to know if you want to know. Look at that. Let me see. Come on. Where'd it go? There it is. There we go. Look at that circle. Oh, like a record. Anyways, check out Vector Maestros. There's a lot of resources on the website, on the YouTube channel, and we can come and hang out in the Discord anytime you want to know more. I am DTM, Delta Tango Mike, and I hope that today's lesson was very helpful in getting you started with Adobe Illustrator. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out.